Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Four Sides of the Ring. It's Justin and Casey, and we're coming at you with Raw. What's that look for?
I don't want to talk about this. All right, I don't.
Okay, so that ends our episode for the evening. We don't want to talk about it, apparently.
You can talk about it. I'm just going to sit here pouting, okay? I'm just going to sit here and pout.
I'll say it again. It was worse when Liv lost.
No, it wasn't. You're stupid. We'll get into that later. That's end of the show there. But, all right. We started the night off with good old Punk coming out nice and fired up. I thought it was actually a pretty good promo.
That was an excellent promo.
He ripped into every last one of them.
He was fired up.
God, he ripped into Cena. He ripped into Rock. He ripped into Seth. Told Becky to come get your man before I put him in a wheelchair. And then Seth came out, and no words were said after that. They just straight up fucking brawl, clear to the back.
I tell you what, that was my thought. So Seth's music hit, right? And I'm like, Punk, you better not just stand there and let his music play and let him walk all the way down here. You better be running.
Oh, he was already up.
Back up.
He was already up. Like you could almost tell, like Seth was caught off guard. He comes out, and all of a sudden, Punk's right there in his face.
And I know Punk was like.
Punk just immediately went, nope, screw this. I'm going to go kick your ass.
Punk is fired up right now.
But that brings it up. So, what is it? Next week they're doing a cage match between these two?
Yep.
So, I heard, per rumor on Instagram and a few of the places I follow, right, that they're speculating that that's when Roman's coming. He's going to pull what he did with Solo and Jacob. He's going to let himself in the cage, close the door with the two people he wants to kick the shit out of right there, and he's going to come give his receipts.
Roman's coming back. Well, that'd be cool.
It would be awesome. But
It'd be good to see.
Yeah, Seth, I don't know if you've seen anything else. He actually went to did an interview, like a Skype interview. I can't remember with who. Didn't I send it to you? I want to say I sent it to you.
I don't remember getting anything from for Seth.
Hang on. I swear I sent it. Oh, no. I sent you the R-Truth
Yeah.
rap.
Oh, R-Truth right now.
He's taking the hurt.
He's not.
He's heartbroken.
He's not doing well.
Poor guy. His hero.
I feel bad for Truth, though.
Yeah, it's hard for me to feel bad for him because he's older than Cena, and he's sitting there going, he's my mentor.
His mentor turned heel on him.
Yeah. Oh, here it is. I thought I did send it to you, buddy. I don't know who he's interviewing with. Try and not get it to where there's sound, but it's with these two, and he's going off in this about about Punk and how it was guys like him and Roman who made this business and this company, and he's sitting there just ripping into Punk about how he shouldn't even be a part of it. Nothing. Did you send it to yourself? Yeah, I'll send it to you. But he rips into it. He's pissed. What?
Sorry.
Oh. So, and that was, I believe, right after Raw.
Well, probably. I mean, but, you know, he cost Punk. This is going to
turn into a huge...
This is going to be a big deal. And this is going to go... This is going clear to WrestleMania.
Well, did you see the Twitter Becky had posted? And she immediately took it down. Because apparently so what happened, I guess, is it stirred up rumors about Punk and Roxanne.
It didn't land well.
So she immediately... I'm betting you anything. They probably like, dude, you need to take that down now. Take it down. She probably got told to take it down.
Yeah, because It didn't land very well. That's for sure.
Well, speaking of social and Twitter, did you see what Carmella was saying on why they let her go?
Yeah, I saw that.
Because she's a woman and she had a kid.
But
it's like, I read that and I'm like, okay, maybe they didn't handle it the right way. But at the same time, she has stated herself she has nerve damage that might not let her come back to that ring. So it's like, if you can't do the job,
right?
What are we going to pay you for? You know? I mean, hopefully it turns out better. But for now, it's like she has stuff from having a kid that's a problem. And
it's too bad, you know. It's too
and
bad
it's
when
like,
stuff like that happens in any sport.
and it's sad to see it happen this way, because it's like she's been there for a long time. But at the same point, when you're sitting there saying, I don't know if I can come back, you know, did you try and do anything else? Or, you know, I mean, Corey Graves is still there, her husband.
Yeah.
But he kind of started shit too, and we'll see what happens.
See what happens. I mean, sometimes shit happens, especially in the sports world when decisions have to be made, you know.
Yeah, if you can't come wrestle, you can't.
Sometimes the wrong ones get made or things aren't handled the right way, but sometimes it's just the way it is.
All right.
So moving on to Gunther.
Gunther versus Otis.
This was great. Like, this is what Gunther should have been doing for a minute.
It's more entertaining than he's been. I'll admit that, and it makes it, like I've always said, like, I don't hate Gunther. I hate the way they're portraying him as nothing hurts him.
Yeah,
and he comes out of nowhere and just chokes you out.
But this fight, like, yeah, you expected him to win. You know, there was no expectation that
I don't think Otis has won a match in a while.
Otis was going to win. But
he's on, I mean, hate to say it, I love Otis to death, but he is a lower tier card member.
But Otis took it to him
Otis
for a minute.
Whooped him.
You know?
He was whooping him. And
he made Gunther think that, oh, wait, I shouldn't be doing this. You know?
I made a mistake. I love Otis. I am one to say I love Otis. I love his comedic side. He is hilarious. I love the fact that he goes around calling all the girls his peach. My peach. But no, Otis. Definitely a good match. I like the fact that Otis made Gunther think for a sec, like, oh shit, I screwed up on this. Mm-hmm. I mean, look at that right there in the web page of the results. They graded it an A.
Yeah, because it was
an A match. It was definitely good.
But like this stuff that Gunther's been doing the last few weeks, you know, it's just been great. It's painting him in such a better picture than
what it's been.
He has been, and my goodness, it's been fun to watch.
Well, the question is now, though, what's going to happen? Personally, I'm still fully in Jay's corner. Jay's going to win at WrestleMania, but it almost seems like they're starting to portray Gunther a lot.
But, you know,
a lot bigger.
I think Jay's going to win.
And the fact that we still have, 6 weeks?
But, Triple H did come out and say, too, that main events are still open. And so, storylines are determining main events. You know,
I'll tell you right now.
So that's Gunther. You know, these guys need to put on a storyline.
Putting on a story, yeah. And right now, well, let's face it, we just got a huge story with Cody.
We got the huge Cody storyline.
And Cena, that's going to be huge. But personally, I think one of the girls' titles needs to be a main eventer over the men's. Because, well, let's face it, how good would it be to see Bianca or Io in a main event, or Tiffy or Charlotte in a main event? It'd be awesome. Even if it was night one, it's still a main event. And it would bring the women's...
Right. Well, I mean...
There.
I think that possibility's there because the storylines are going to determine what happens at WrestleMania, and you darn well know that this Skye, Ripley, Bianca, Liv
I don't
Morgan
think that's
stuff
over. We got 6 weeks.
like this is going to turn into a 4-way between those 4.
Oh God,
Because you got to think that Liv Morgan,
that or it turns into a 4-way with Jade in it somewhere.
yeah, but Liv Morgan pinned Skye to get into the Elimination Chamber,
right.
And so that, like, she's got to be pissed that Skye now got a title match and got the belt.
I bet you anything. Well, we're gonna see something, but I know for a fact we're gonna see something with Jade and Bianca here.
Jade and
very soon. Jade's still a big picture, but I think we got 6 weeks.
6 weeks to
fatal 5-way. No, not a good idea.
So I mean,
God, what if they actually did something like that? That would be a first.
What if we get something like that?
A huge ass fucking like fatal 5-way or some shit. Oh, and dude,
women's main event on night 1, fatal 5-way. Woo, that'd be fun.
Oh, good Lord. That'd be awesome. I'm not saying in any way that will happen, but we got 6 weeks till WrestleMania. But a lot can happen.
But you know what? You know what the John Cena thing showed? Is that they're thinking way outside the box right now.
No, the John Cena thing also showed that there's no guessing to this. You can guess all you want. And
they blew up the box, and they changed the whole thing.
Well, and that's the thing too, because I even made predictions on what was going to happen. I can't remember if I said it on the show, but I had said, at least at work, I had said, this is what's going to happen. Cody's going to tell Rock no. Rock is then just going to annihilate Cody. And then Roman's going to come out and attack Cody too. And he was going to take the belt, lay it across Cody and say, I'm coming for your soul. He's coming for your belt. Obviously, I was nowhere near that. That was insane. Which, I mean, talking about that, the question is here now too, is he counting down or is he counting up? Like counting how many people are left to come? Like, the one rumor is he's counting down on who he's going after. The other rumor is he's counting down on who else is coming. So you had a third. Now we're on 2.
I think my thought was that he's counting events. So that one at, was it Bad Blood? When he held up the 3?
I think so.
So when he held up the 3 at Bad Blood, that was the first event. And then Cena's the second event. And then there's one more event to happen. Maybe at WrestleMania, maybe before WrestleMania, something like that. That was my thought.
It could be. I mean, it's a solid thought. Like I don't know right now because my thought is maybe he's got another person or 2 coming.
Right.
I don't know.
Like he could be counting people. He could be counting an event. It's hard to tell.
Right now, we don't know. It's up in the air, and I can't believe people are pissed about Rock even being involved because it is fire. It is fire. I mean, whether you care or not that, he's Hollywood. I mean, I think me and Bryce have said it multiple times when it comes to The Rock. When The Rock's in Hollywood, he's not The Rock. He's Dwayne Johnson. When he's at WWE, he's The Rock. 2 different people. Whether, same person, obviously, but 2 different characters. Mm-hmm. And, yeah, is he bringing a little bit of Hollywood into it? Sure. Well, yeah, sure. Because it's entertainment. And it is a massive billion-dollar entertainment corporation. Like, they're making billions.
Well, you got to think, too. Hollywood's what brings out the heel in these guys, It happened to Hogan. It's happened to The Rock.
Yeah, see that.
It's happened to Cena now. That's what they are. They're the Hollywood villains.
Yeah. There was the rumor, Bryce brought it up too, that they were going to form a new NWO with John Cena. And I was like, yeah, let NWO die out. Let it, not say it was a bad faction. It was probably one of the best factions we ever had back in the heyday. But even like Eric has said, it really kind of went on a little too long to the point that it needs to just stay gone.
We're done.
But yeah, like I think the show's only going to get better however we go right now. It's gotten insane.
And considering that these wrestlers now have to storyline their way to main events, we're going to get more insanity. I did hear that Cena will be back on the 17th for Raw. So that's
still a few weeks away.
That's like two weeks.
I hear he's busy filming.
Yeah, I think he took off to go filming.
He's got a movie or something going on.
But they announced he'll be back on the 17th.
Got his little DC guy character series that he's going to be filming for. What? No, I feel bad. Like, what was his name? I can't remember. That's how much I watch superhero series now. I about only watch The Boys. That's about it, and I wouldn't qualify that as a superhero show.
I mean, it technically is.
It is, but god damn.
Oh, speaking of The Boys, though, this is way off topic. Did you hear that Jared Padalecki and
they did a huge, massive thing? Did you not see it?
I saw it, yeah.
Where Jared Jensen was like, "Hey, we got to roll." And at first, they almost Easter egged it like it was going to be supernatural because of the car in the back. And I was like, which I've heard rumor again. Sorry, this is completely off topic here, but I heard rumor they're actually going to redo it, restart Supernatural.
I've heard that too.
I'm open
Misha
to
Collins.
Yeah, Misha. All right, what's?
But anyway, they're both in The Boys to finish off that thought. Peacemaker is
yes.
John
I
Cena.
hear they're supposed to start either shooting that or have they already started? I can't remember, but that's going to take John away too.
But the 17th, he'll be back.
I don't expect us hearing much from him. He's
I think Cody's supposed to be back on the 17th.
Hopefully.
So
hearing
haven't
the fact that he
heard that he's injured bad, but haven't heard from him.
Travis wailed on him. And a lot of people are pissed, but like if you heard what Cody told him, which is make it count, Cody kind of gave him the okay, hey, make it worth it.
Honestly, I'm not mad about Travis being out there. Like I'm big on the celebrities
they're
coming
pissed
out.
That he hit him.
That's fine. I mean, they all hit him.
Well, that's the thing though. Like Cody even gave his.
Listen,
he was okay.
Cody has a track record of taking things too far and getting injured.
You know, that's the thing. Cody literally told Travis, this is, I can't remember who stated it, but it was a statement on Instagram that he had come out stating that, hey, make it worth it. Like, make it worth it.
Did you see how hyped Travis was about being out there?
In the background?
No, I mean, like, after the show.
Yeah, in Gorilla.
He's
sitting there freaking out. Triple H is telling him, wait until you're out there. And I'm like, that makes me think that hardcore title he's been carrying around is about to get put to use.
Like he was.
Better be. I want a hardcore title back.
He was so hyped after all that. Like backstage, he was talking about it. He's like, there's nothing like that. Because, Travis performs for people.
He's a performer, but yet he's like, sitting there going, there's nothing like that.
There's nothing like that.
And it's the truth, though. Like, how many times have they told you, like, they tell you, like, WWE, like just wrestling in general, the whole fan situation is a whole different vibe.
Plus, he was like, "We just got to go out there and be straight villains, man."
Well, look at The Rock. Like people make fun of him. Like CM Punk even made fun of him in his promo when he goes out there and the people are all cheering. He hits the arm because of the goosebumps. But it's like every single time that guy goes out there, he's got legit goosebumps. And it's like you're sitting there going, dude, like you interact with millions of fans and stuff all the fucking time, and this is still something that gives you goosebumps. Like this is insane.
Right.
All right. Let's carry on. We're severely off topic.
Well, that's all right. We like to go off topic.
Yes, we do. If you're listening and you hate it, then you're listening to the wrong channel. Just say
he's not wrong. Okay, so at the end of the Gunther fight, obviously Gunther won.
Yeah, didn't he slip in a quick power bomb and pin him?
Yeah.
And he initiated an attack,
and then Jay came out.
Yeah, Jay came out to help
because I think Gunther was jumping the rest of those guys. So Jay came out.
Then A-Town.
And then, yeah, A-Town came out and got to Jay.
No, they didn't get him.
And just as he was getting back around to attack them, Gunther jumped Jay.
No, he threw them out of the ring.
Yeah, but he was
distracted.
paying attention.
And Gunther came up behind him and choked him out.
Choked him out.
But, I mean, later on that night, he said,
he was.
You may have put me to sleep, but you woke up a beast. So he's coming out with fire.
Oh, he was fired up later on. He was so mad. Like, you could see the emotion from that man.
Oh, yeah.
It did not sit well with him.
All right.
Let's get to the
Women's Intercontinental Championship match.
Lyra Valkyria and Ivy Nile.
Oh, first off, though, before this match actually starts, we have to comment that Karrion Kross is doing his work, manipulated AJ into calling out Logan Paul.
That one was easier or whatever.
Well, it makes you wonder what they're really planning with him, because he's lost his group now. They all got let go.
Yeah.
So it's just him and Scarlett, which, honestly, I think it works better with just him anyway.
Yeah.
And Scarlett, because AOP didn't do much. The manager wasn't doing much. So it makes me wonder what kind of story he's really going down, or if he's just basically the guy in the background fucking around with everybody.
Right. He certainly has been for a minute. So.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, we do get the AJ Logan Paul next week.
Yep. And then
that'll be good. That'll be a good fight.
Yeah, well. So, all right. So starting the match, Lyra and Ivy. I think it was a good match. It was decent. It wasn't spectacular, but definitely.
Yeah, I think these two were a little. They must be new to fighting each other.
I think so.
They were a little. They looked a little hesitant in some of their grabs. Like you could see it where they were a little off and everything. I mean, not a bad match at all. I mean, both of these two can wrestle. But, it ended with, Valkyria retained.
Right. She definitely ended up defeating Ivy. Was there something that happened after that? I don't think so.
I don't think there was much going on other than just this match and this one.
Yeah. So, all right. And then, after, not much to talk about. It was a decent match. It was obviously a filler for the Intercontinental title, which, let's face it, it's the workman's title. Those lower titles are the workman's title, but it was a filler match. I think we'll probably get a little bit more from this because, as we've been saying, there's still a lot of positions to take in WrestleMania. Right. I don't think they've got one
time to build up WrestleMania
roster one match really lined up other than the championships, and they're not even lined up there. You know who they're facing, but no one's saying whether they're main events, what. Anywho, so let's carry that on. You've got
I think we had the last bit of Rollins and Punk.
Yep. All right. So they were still squaring off pretty much. And then Ludwig Kaiser cuts a promo on Penta, which was it was all right. Let's face it, he's a windbag. We like watching Penta kick his ass.
Yeah, we kind of do. Penta's fun to watch.
Yeah, and it actually ended with him coming out, right?
Yeah, Penta came out.
Yeah, Penta comes out.
I don't think a lot happened, though.
Yeah, I think that was about it.
Pretty... Penta will get a match at WrestleMania. I'll bet he gets something.
It'd probably be against Lou.
He'll get something good at WrestleMania. Hopefully his storyline builds up a hair better And it's not just back and forth between him, Dunn, and Kaiser.
All right.
Not that that's horrible or anything, just needs to build up a little more.
Right.
All right, then.
And we still got backstage turmoil with Bianca trying to continue to plead her innocence.
She's still...
Which, honestly, I'm not sure where to go on this one. Because the more I've been watching the Elimination Chamber part where Jade comes out, it almost looked like Bianca was getting ready for a fight. She was taking off her coat. She was getting ready to... She was more or less pumped. And at first you see her like egging her to get Liv, but at first I don't think that's what it was. I think she was getting ready for Jade to come after her. Which
so, more to come from.
I think so. I think that's what's going to lead to a different type of match in WrestleMania. Is you got Jade got in turmoil with Bianca, which, well, let's face it. If you're me, if you're Jade, if I were Jade, and someone attacked me and put me out of the ring for a couple of months, you damn right I'm going to make sure you ain't going to WrestleMania for that title. I'm going to attack you. I'm going to destroy you, which would default, I shouldn't say would, but could default to the runner-up, which would be Rhea Ripley, because she just lost the title. So all Rhea Ripley would have to say is, well, I want my rematch, and I want it at WrestleMania. Or it could fall into the fact that some way, somehow, all of them start getting entangled. It's just too much.
We're getting at least a fatal four-way out of these women.
I hope so. I hope you're right.
We are getting it.
I really do. But let's recap here. We can't fucking make predictions, man. Triple H, I swear to God, he's probably just sitting here listening to all the podcasts, listening to all the predictions and going, yeah, I'm going to prove you fucking wrong. You know?
We're getting...
I hope so.
This title match is turning into a fatal four-way.
I'll tell you right now, you and me might be at odds in that weekend if Liv and Rhea are both in it.
Oh, my goodness.
I tell you right now, if that happen, if something like this happens, I am quitting IHOP. I am driving the 3 hours to Vegas. I will tell Bryce, you can hire me back on Monday. I'm going to go find someone bootlegging tickets for fucking cheap.
We're going in.
Yeah, I'm going in. Actually, I wouldn't mind trying to go down there for that autograph signing event they got. I've never looked at the ticket prices on that, but that's a couple of days before WrestleMania. And I wouldn't mind actually doing something like that, going down.
Right, that'd be fun.
It would definitely be fun to take Sam with us and do that. I mean, technically, just the whole weekend of WrestleMania would be fun.
We are getting fatal four-way.
I hope so. Hey, just like I hope we're actually getting Stone Cold Steve Austin. But, hey, we don't know yet.
We're getting Steve Austin.
He's going to fucking stunner The Rock. The final boss.
The final boss.
Hey, I sent you that video, didn't I? Yeah. He said, hey, they're 400 miles away. Definitely might be there. So, I mean, it's definitely... He might not be part of the show, but he might at least be there. He might be at least, like they've been doing, side of the ring, making an appearance, which, honestly, that would be real cool to see. All right. Next, we had the World Tag Team title.
I think we had the Chad Gable promo before.
Did that get cut first or after?
I think it came before.
Yep. It says right here, in a pre-taped video, Chad Gable finally made it to Mexico. So before the match, we had Chad Gable's video, and if you didn't quote the line, I'll quote it for you. What's in the box?
What's in the box? It's a luchador mask.
It's going to be the Captain America luchador mask that Hogan wore.
That'd be funny.
It actually would be funny, but that would be horrible.
So that was funny. That was just him wandering around looking for something.
That was Chad Gable being Chad Gable. No matter how serious that man is,
more to come from that.
he is a kook. Honestly, I will state this. Like, I like the direction they're taking Chad. And let's face it, me and Bryce did call this. We were like, it would be cool if Chad got with the Creed brothers and Ivy, right? But we were also sitting there going, how cool would it be that Kurt Angle came and was being their faction manager, their group manager, because then you'd have the real American team together, which would have been just awesome. I think even Kurt Angle said that would have been cool. I can't remember. But yeah. So, I mean, I did like Chad with Alpha Academy. He was...
Yeah.
When he was a face, he was just funny. He was comedic. He was a part of it all. But, yeah, I definitely like the direction they're taking him now. And I think it's going to speak loads more on what's going to happen because, he's doing this lucha stuff to go after Penta, which means they're building a much bigger storyline between Chad and Penta.
Yeah, well, that's going to be fun because he's going to come back with his mask on. All right, so we got the tag team.
Yeah, this one was an okay match. I wasn't really too invested into it. Nothing wrong with them. It was a good match. It's just, I didn't really care. I don't really care for either one of these teams right now.
Honestly, the tag team division on SmackDown is far more entertaining than Raw's tag team division.
With the Raw tag team, I think that's all you get.
It's all we've been seeing is
almost just the Creed brothers and the War Raiders. And it's like, we need new blood.
So, I mean, it ended... the Creed brothers gave him a good run, but they got stopped in the end. You know, War Raiders retained.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, they're both good teams, very talented. But they put on a show. It's like we've said, the men's shows are just so much meh over the women's shows. Like the women's shows have just been taking the light. And these tag team matches, as of recently, they just put on a too long of a show for it,
Mm-hmm.
All
right. So we had the Judgment Day coming out after Braun Breaker.
Now, did your Raw skip to where Finn was basically already in the ring challenging Braun? Okay, so it wasn't just me.
Yeah, because I don't remember seeing...
Because I don't remember the start of it where he's out there getting interviewed, and then Finn comes out.
It was just kind of...
It almost like the commercial break interrupted half of it.
Yeah, but boiled down to Finn was calling out Braun Breaker to get him down into the ring, and they laid a trap for him.
That didn't work.
That did not work at all. So, when he got down there, Dom jumped him. And then when that didn't work, Carlito came out after him. I think it came out in that order.
Carlito came out first.
Carlito first. And then Dom.
And then...
But either way...
Finn jumped up on top. About got taken out by him. And Dom saved.
Yeah, Dom ended up having to pull Finn out.
Which makes you wonder what's really going to happen now, because here we are, Dom's still aiding Finn, but it seems like every week Finn's more and more sick and tired of Dom.
Yeah, well, maybe this...
And lives bullshit.
Maybe it brings it back around, because,
But there's been Easter eggs of the demon.
The demon, yeah, that's floating around.
And if he comes back as the demon, that's going to be an insane match.
But we're probably going to build up to some Braun Breaker Finn Balor here.
I think so. I think he's going to go after that title. and prove that Judgment Day still has it, which honestly would be cool. I'd be fine with Finn.
That's a good match, though.
It wouldn't even be a bad idea to make it if you really are bringing the Demon back. That's when you bring the Demon back, because the Demon was unstoppable. So if you brought the Demon back on Braun Breaker, it'd be a pretty insane match. But
good match.
Last I heard, well, about it more or less was, I think Finn's for it, but at the same time, he didn't like how long it took to get ready. Because he'd be in that makeup chair for hours.
Too much investment on the...
But last time he did say game on. So,
but you know, when it comes to building a story to get into WrestleMania, you know,
I mean, honestly, I think WrestleMania should have all the titles on the line. Every last one of those titles should be.
Might be getting a lot of title matches.
You know? if that happens, then that means Liv won't be in the main event, because her and Raquel will be defending the tag team title.
So just not that tag team title, because Liv's got to be in the main event. Let's be clear there. We need to see two.
Y'all can comment and tell him to shut up.
We need to see two-belt Liv Morgan.
No, we don't.
Well,
we need to see Mommy get her title back.
We're not seeing that.
I will stab you in the neck.
Well, that brings us to our main event of the night.
Match. The one I don't want to talk about.
Well, I'll talk about it. So listen. Mommy needs to pull her head out of her ass and pay attention to what she's doing.
Yeah, she definitely got distracted. It was a good back and forth match, though.
But she had Io Skye at the end. She had her. She went and took it too far with Bianca and gave enough time for Io to... She let Io wake up. Now, but you're not wrong. That was a heck of a match.
It was a very good match. It was a very good back and forth match.
They were going back and forth. It took a second. I felt like it took a second to get going. But after it did, they were on top of things, like back and forth.
It was a very good match.
A lot of great moves. Yeah.
Io and Rhea always have good matches, so even if it's not together. And let's face it, let's look back in the past. Rhea's never beaten Io.
Yeah, Rhea's still Io's still
undefeated
against Rhea, but
oh, good Lord!
But this is what.
Sorry, I got distracted here.
Apparently,
not to change subject or interrupt, but Jackie went around to the Raw locker room asking them how they felt about John Cena's turn. And it says John Cena sold out and the Raw locker room is not okay.
It's not okay.
That's hilarious.
Let's be very clear about something. There's a WWE universe that's not okay right now.
I will tell you right now, I love the fact that we have people like Jackie and Kathy who they really do go above and beyond and doing things to bring just that social media into it. Like Kathy does a lot of TikToks and reels and all that. Jackie, she does a lot of offsite interviews. So, and right now, I think the smartest thing they ever did was make John Cena a heel. This is catching so much attention.
This is not a bad decision at all, but the entire WWE universe right now is reeling from what happened. Like, that's not true at all, though.
AEW doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Okay. I was talking about this with Bryce the other day, because
to keep everyone here, my phone's on Instagram right now, and I just came across a post that's AEW executives claim Cody Rhodes telling The Rock to go fuck himself wasn't needed at all. Which, if I'm correct, Christian did the same fucking thing to Edge when Edge came in and told him to go fuck himself. Okay. So I don't want to hear it.
But this is what my thought is, like, because Raw's on Netflix now, which opens up
language barrier.
Language barriers and story barriers and stuff. I'm not of the opinion that the F word needs to become prevalent in WWE. It's not something that everyone needs to do. It's not something that needs to be all over the place. It
doesn't have to be every other word.
But the occasional well-placed F-bomb, like that one, which was absolutely necessary.
And no one even saw it coming.
Which no one saw coming. It was great, and it can be used very, very well, but it has to be used sparingly. But that was awesome. Whoever said that is dead wrong.
And Jade's just all over social media right now. She is definitely trying to tell a story with her social media.
Yeah.
I don't know if you even saw the video she did. Did you ever see that?
The one you sent me?
Did I send it this week?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That one where she was claiming a lot of stuff.
A lot of
betrayal and that was fire though. Some of the stuff they're doing on social media alone, which you really got to look into on this side of just watching wrestling now. Like that's something that's hugely different compared to when I was growing up. Mm-hmm. We didn't have social media back in the day, so it's like everything you got was either their little talk shows you had on TV if they had a wrestler coming on. But now it's like you got to sit here and like follow 1,000 different wrestling pages just to catch interviews.
Right. Which is all right. See, and that's why I say the WWE.
I did not realize that.
What's that?
Bianca Belair's WrestleMania undefeated streak is on the line this year. So she's never lost WrestleMania.
Ooh.
So that's a
that throws
biggie.
A wrinkle in everything, doesn't it?
4-0. She's gone to 4 WrestleManias and lost. So that does.
And one.
I meant one.
No, yeah, I know what
We're not talking about this no more.
But
which, imagine this. All right, let's imagine this. If it just was Io and Bianca, no fatal 4-way, no fatal 5-way, no nothing. And Jade came and cost her streak and her goddamn title.
And her title.
Oh, my God.
Ooh.
That would tell a story.
That is a good story.
Oh, my God. Yes, it would. But, I mean, it could still happen with a fatal 4-way. It could still happen. I totally forgot. John Cena as Juan Cena. The post I just read, Juan Cena has refused to speak to the media since John Cena heel turn. That's hilarious.
I think we're getting the fatal 4-way.
Coming, talking of rumors and what we're talking about here. Rhea Ripley expected to be added to women's title match at Mania. So it is definitely out there in the air. Of course, this is not a group I follow, so I'm not gonna state if this is a viable rumor, but it's out there at least in the air.
Seeing if Rhea Ripley gets to be back in the title picture like that, Liv Morgan gets to be back in the title picture. I think they're gonna make
it a huge. This would be the first ever. Correct me if I'm wrong. I might be. This is gonna be the first ever WrestleMania. If they have a women's match main eventing, first ever. I don't think they've ever had a women's match main eventing. So if they do this and they decide this is what's going to happen, they're going to make it the biggest women's main event WrestleMania ever. They're going to make it blow up. So a fatal 4-way is not out of the question. A triple threat is not out of the question. Whatever they decide to do.
But Liv Morgan never got her rematch for her title.
An elimination chamber match in WrestleMania is not out of the question.
Liv Morgan never got that rematch.
No, she
So
didn't.
if Rhea Ripley deserves to be back in that title picture, but if Rhea Ripley deserves it, Liv Morgan deserves it too.
This is where we get at. Because I know I've said it here. How many times do we see people get their rematch and other people will not? Like, look at that. How many times Nia immediately gets her rematch with Tiffy, and then turn around, the next person who loses, or if Tiffany were to lose to Charlotte, she's not going to get a rematch.
She's not getting a rematch.
And it's the same as everybody, like, and that's something that, like, okay, either everybody has the option of getting a rematch or nobody has the option. You earn it.
That's why we're getting our Fatal 4-Way, so...
He's really hoping for it.
Fatal 5-Way.
I don't think they do a 5-way, but I still think we have the opportunity to go into a Fatal 4-Way, but we also have the opportunity of telling a much bigger story if Bianca gets her streak and her title taken out by Jade.
But what if Jade takes out Bianca before WrestleMania?
And then it leads to a whole nother thing, yeah. Which is a viable option. Like we are 6 weeks away. We have a lot more shows to go. Yeah. So anything and everything we talk about, it's a viable option.
Yeah, well, shall we call it for the evening?
I think if I keep going, I'm going to keep
speculation
going, and we're not going to stop. And next thing we know, it'll be midnight, and we'll be like, oh shit.
You know how we feel going to WrestleMania, but there's a lot of speculation and a lot of shows to.
Well, that's the problem too.
To go.
We've got too many to go still. We got a lot to do. It still bums me out that they're 3 hours away for WrestleMania, and we couldn't get. So I should have just forked over the money, and then she got nosebleeds.
We'll be there next year. Anyway, thanks everyone for joining us. We do appreciate you. We'll be back with SmackDown this week. I haven't heard anything about SmackDown, so.
No, I haven't. But not to continue the show much, but did you see what happened last night to Chelsea?
Oh yeah,
she got her fucking nose busted open.
Busted open,
and she's all over social media going, "I hate Tuesdays. I'm banning it."
She doesn't have a good time in NXT.
No, god damn, dude. I couldn't even find the video to see what happened yet, and it's probably up now. But I'm about to actually go up and watch.
Yeah, I saw the highlights.
I'm gonna go watch Eric Bischoff's podcast. He's about to do a reaction to John Cena turning heel, and I really want to hear what he says, because oh my god, if anyone knows wrestling, Eric is one of them. And he, like, I'm not even kidding, if I had millions and millions of dollars to throw into a wrestling company, he is definitely someone I would hire as an advisor to help me along. Obviously he has stated he's done doing shows, but anyway,
thanks everybody for joining us. We'll catch you on the next go around.